Oh, what's going on, people? So, I tell you what, it's really nice that even though we went into New Game Plus, we also get the resetting of the different images and backgrounds here. Because this right here is pretty much showing Chapter 2. And now, we have Chapter 3. So let's get to it. Yeah, just like before, we're going to be skipping cutscenes because we already did all of this. I'll just wait for this to load. Yeah, so now we have to get in contact with Umon. So we're going to make our way over to Uriah. Or at least at the time, the characters don't know that, but that is where we got to head to. Alright, and yeah, we'll pretty much have to run all the way there. Yeah, so not too much different. Hello. Yeah, just a lot of running. Yeah, so for now I'll just skip ahead because I'm just going to be running, so I'll see you in a bit.
Awesome! Poppy boosters engaged.
Yeah, so I figured I would do this just before we talk to Umon. We actually passed this heart-to-heart a couple of times, so why don't we watch it?
Master Pawn, Poppy have question.
Pursuit of learning is good thing. Ask anything and Tora will answer.
All the answers.
Cloud Sea clearly visible from here. Height of Cloud Sea is different at different times. Why height change?
Meme?
Tora doesn't know.
Tora let Rex answer that one.
Well, he would
Rex,
know.
why cloud height change?
Well, let's see now. And maybe it's easier if you compare it to the clouds in the sky. They come in all different shapes, right?
Some clouds very flat, other clouds big and fluffy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And the shape doesn't stay the same forever. The cloud sea is the same way. It's not always a flat surface. Sometimes it gets fluffed up. The height and shape of it isn't constant. It's always changing. Not suddenly like the weather, but gradually.
Yeah, more or less.
It's more likely than not to change overnight.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very interesting.
Oh, but it's only the titans like this one and the more ordained titan that affect the Cloud Sea's height. Ones like the Trade Guild titan Goldmouth just float on the surface, so they don't affect it.
Makes lots of sense.
I guess that's about the extent of what I know.
Very much thanks, Rex. Poppy learn a lot. Rex must know lots of things. Poppy have even more questions to ask.
Oh, really? I don't know if I can answer everything.
Poppy!
Oh, this would be a good one too. We can also ask Dromar. Yeah, and also we have to take into account that the Titans move around, so they were right. Torgoth and Moradin definitely move around quite a bit, so...
Try ask Dromark instead.
That's a good idea. I reckon Dromark is more knowledgeable than I am.
Oh, you flatter me. I'm no expert compared to our resident Titan.
What? Don't drag me into this.
I have no memories of the time before I bonded with my lady, after all.
That's no reason to throw me into the cooking pot. What am I supposed to say if Poppy asks, where do babies come from? Or something like that.
Uh-oh.
Tell her they are delivered by a flying turkin.
That kind kind of quick thinking is why you're a better man for the job.
You overestimate me. Still, if the mighty Titan is not willing, I suppose we will have to rely on my lady instead.
Hold it, Jomark. I want no part in this mess.
Master Pawn, Poppy think Poppy already learned something.
Oh, learn what?
This what people mean when they talk about passing the buck.
Yeah, pretty much. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, definitely good. And we got free stuff.
You're all mine.
Yeah, at this point, the stuff that we're going to get from here is going to be kind of useless. And now, because we're like way up, we have to safely make our way down. Because we don't have a lot of health as well, so I'll just make my way back down. Alright, so I will skip ahead right here to where Umon is.
Has many amazing places in it.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Honey, I'm home.
Hello, Umon.
Wake up, Umon. Yeah, so just like before, we get to collect a bunch of materials. We should still have some on hand, so we will be good to go. Puzzle tree wood we have. The diamond oak we could get, which means we get to travel back to it, which is easy enough. We just head over to the upper level right, and pretty much from right here we just go to the oasis, which we'll unlock, and then the one past that.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Alright, so we gotta go up here. Yeah, because we're on this little island. Yeah, we have to make our way up there. So we'll just travel to where the oasis is. And go up one of the roots of the tree. I think we could probably just go up this one. I think we can climb that, I believe. Should be able to. Okay.
Wow!
Okay,
World
so we
has
got the
many
oasis.
amazing places in it.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of running in this playthrough. Oh boy. Try not to get too close to this dude. Scary bird. For some reason, no. Alright, so he's not stuck. I don't think those will give us too much trouble. Yeah, we'll also get this place unlocked as well. Yeah, a lot of climbing and running in New Game Plus here. Because one of the, as you can see, we have to get like all of the area unlocks again. Which isn't too bad. We pretty much know where everything is.
Wow. Would you look at that? This place, it soothes my mind just a little.
Grab all the oak. Alright, we also get the chest as well.
You're all
because
mine.
he's refreshed. Okay, rare core crystal. We do have to farm those. Alright, so we will travel back over to where Umon should be. We can drop in and say hi.
And we're you. Just because it's familiar territory doesn't mean you can drop your guard.
Okay, we got all the materials. Yeah, the Titan escaped. Okay, so he did mention that in order to find it, we have to make sure that the cloud sea level is high, and it is low at this point, so we get to go stay at the inn. So we just got to do like a little travel over to the inn and stay for the night.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Up.
Yeah. Yeah, it only works with a long rest. Let's get everybody up to... Let's go to level 27.
See, Gramps? I'm getting better.
I'm stronger than this, you know. Much, much stronger.
Pair of levels for
Tora
Tora.
feels stronger.
There we go. Yeah, we'll be able to gain the levels the natural way too, because we have enemies that we can farm, like the Saurians and some of the other higher leveled enemies. This is talking about another... I think I got this one last time too, but I didn't go over there and check. Pyra just mentions that she wants to go back to where we first landed on Torrigoth. Unfortunately, the cloud sea
seem
level
quite
has to be
fatigued.
low for it.
I'm glad you got rest.
So
Nice cat nap.
we'll have to ignore it for now. We need... Yeah, here we go. So we gotta pretty much travel backwards. But yeah, in order to get that heart-to-heart, we have to
And we're you.
lower the
Just
sea
because
level.
it's familiar territory doesn't mean you can drop your guard.
Yeah, so I'll just walk through this place backwards yet again. Yeah, there's definitely so much running in this game. And having some of the deeds that increase the movement speed definitely help too. It is a pretty big difference. So we pretty much just drop right in. And once we get close enough, we'll trigger the cutscene. Just gonna... Okay, there we go. Titan! Yeah, so you give it the pollen orbs, and it'll travel back over to Uwan's shipyard. Yeah, good to go. Yeah, I'm glad about the fast travel. Makes it easier. Ugh, so much easier.
Meh, off we go.
What will we find?
Alright, frame fixed up, Titan retrieved, and now we can continue on. Yippee! Yeah, we are good to go. So we skip all of these, and they'll pretty much just send us right over to Oriah. Yeah, wasn't that so much faster? And we're here. Yeah, so we'll have to travel right over to where we first talked to Van Dam. Now, one of the things that is pretty cool is that he also gets the same thing that everybody else gets. He also gets an affinity bar, and just like with New Game Plus, he also gets a secondary one. Now, if you did watch the entire playthrough so far, tiny spoiler, we only have him for a little while, so we would have to farm quite a bit in order to fully do his affinity bar. It's not something I normally do because I would have to go like way out of my way, because some of these cost like quite a bit, like 30,000, 25, 20, 10. This takes a while. So to do it for a character that we're only with for a chapter, definitely some dedication. So I did want to talk about that. Let's get Praxis back. So we're
I've waited for this.
Yeah, so even though Van Damme can get the secondary affinity, we only have him for a short amount of time. So there's not really any real places to farm. It would pretty much have to be the places that we have access to. Places like Temperantia we don't get just yet, because that place is later on in the story. Same with Moritha.
No!
We won't get until later. I suppose we can take this dude out.
Double spinning edge! Sword bash!
Spinning cutter!
Our emotions are losing
Just go from behind him.
It'll be fine. We can turn it
There we go.
around.
Splendid.
I could have done this
Grab that stuff so we
blindfolded.
can sell it later. Yeah, we can go say hi to the trio here. You, Zuo, and Van Damme. Yeah, so we can't just take him out and just fight to a certain point.
Watch and learn, enemies like this for days.
Yeah, so I'll just attack normally, get some attacks in, work on the attacks here, because we don't have to do too much.
Anchor shot!
Get some praxis hits here.
Stronghold!
Okay, so Van Damme is done. Yep. Alright. Yeah, now we just head over to the next area. I should probably check. I don't know if he's part of our party just yet. No, he's not. Oh, I think it's when we travel to the right. So I'll show his affinity. Yeah, now is another thing that also reset to the mercenary missions.
And arrived.
All in one piece.
Alright, so I'll do this. That is ready to go. Yeah, and moving on to the next area.
Hey, look what I found!
Okay, so we can skip this as well. Yeah, some of these we can skip, but some we can't. Yeah, we just gotta travel up a bit, use Rock's abilities, and what have you. So, let's add Van Damme. And let's take a look at him. So, just like we had the affinity, we could also give him accessory boosts. We can give him an extra pouch if we needed to. But because of what happens, we only get him for like a chapter. We could pretty much just ignore it. Even though the option is available too, so... Yeah, so let's give him at least this.
Training's paying off.
Yeah, so why don't we take a look and see what he actually offers to her, because some of the stuff he does have is pretty handy. Just like with everybody else, he has the instant attacks that we get at the beginning of the battle. Some after canceling auto attacks, we get an attack boost. It's pretty good. Chance to survive with 1 HP, or at least 50% chance. And with the hidden stuff, pretty much the same as we see from some of the other characters. Extends launch duration, which is pretty good. But like I said before, we're not going to see any of these. Luck by 20, which is also pretty decent. Yeah, so if anybody does have these filled out, they took the time. They definitely took the time. Because we don't get too many of those. And the only other thing, too, is that he can only have rock. He doesn't get, like, any other blades. And I could show you here if we go to the menu and bond. He doesn't show up. So rock is pretty much the only blade he has access to. So yeah, we would pretty much have to stick to the first two areas because we don't get any place else because of the story. And that's just how it is.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
Everyone's getting sight.
Might as well get the attack in because we will aggro some of these enemies.
Getting fired up.
Easy peasy.
Can't go to the knife patch.
I could have taken them all on.
Alright, so now we have the miasma, which we can also skip.
And arrived.
All in one piece.
All the areas. Alright, so I'll try and give some of these enemies a wide berth, because we will have the auto fight up here. It's part of the story, so we'll have to do it.
No! We lost the upper hand.
These dudes I could pretty much just continue on. They should de-aggro when we get close enough to start the cutscene. Or maybe just before. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can skip this one as well, because this teaches us the break topple launch smash setup.
The
I'm
enemy's
going
element is
all in.
now fire.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Which is easy enough. We already know what to do.
Muscle.
You just have to wait for someone to break them,
Losing focus.
and then we can continue on.
No, I'm
Must
fired
draw enemy
up.
fire more.
You can count on me.
I'm getting
Or
fired up.
My turn.
we can use Praxis to do it, because she gets access to breaks.
Energy we have.
But it doesn't really matter too much, because the enemy is way too weak for the party. Yeah, another auto battle complete. And up here we'll fight the enemy that has Wolfric. But we already have Wolfric, so it's not really... Still have the fight, though. Should totally do this. Let me double check.
It sounds fun.
Have Wolfric in the battle as
Okay,
we're fighting Wolfric.
bring it on.
Oh, I can't change.
Decent place.
I got too close. I was gonna switch over to Nia, but yeah, we'll have Wolfric fight Wolfric.
Okay, time to take you down.
Spot!
Make sure you got my tail, Rex.
They are on to me.
Vulture pack.
Losing folk. Let's keep this up.
Okay, here we go. Get some attacks in.
Just give me a head start. Me.
I missed.
Get some attacks in.
Someone call the exterminator.
Sure.
The enemy's element is now water.
I'll make it count.
Focus.
And we should be good. There we go.
Relax, my lady.
Yeah, so not too bad. Oh, we got power release level 5. Nice. There we go. That was worth it. So let's get that node unlocked.
To help everyone.
Opponents tremble. Increase damage up by 100%. No, and max affinity in battle. Pretty good. Alright, so now we just teleport back over to the village here. And we will be good to go.
Let's roll.
I'll follow you to the end.
Some more skipped cutscenes.
Okay, time to
This
take
way.
you down. Divine slash.
Deal with Oculus.
Double spinning edge.
And you'll win for sure.
But you can just
I like your attitude.
Focus!
Hey, Edith, you don't look all that strong
Anchor
to me.
shot.
You really get my goat. You're a major part of every hero's journey.
Gotcha.
Watch me show you how.
See, Grump? You're getting
Should
better.
have followed the script.
Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah. Alright, so as Van Damme does his own thing, we will take the party here and mosey right out of the village. But before that, looks like we gotta talk to him. Alright, now we can leave. Alright, we are good to go. Yeah, now we can go talk to Zeke and Pandoria for the first time. Hilarious bunch. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that will pass by, we don't exactly need it because we pretty much have like end game equipment. If there is anything we need, I can, like the collectible points, I can just look up
Onwards.
and see where we can find it. Yeah, welcome back, Zeke. Yeah, so
Okay,
just like before, we'll
time to
do
take
some
you
attacks.
down.
Stratospheric thunder! Watch out!
Sword back. Double spinning edge.
What would you
Anchor
like?
shot.
Okay, let's do this.
Go for it.
Oh, no, you don't.
Much obliged.
Okay.
Dynamic spark!
Praxis. Let's do this.
Take this!
Why
Don't
not?
you dare faint on me.
Power spike.
Maybe things will get interesting now.
I'm up next.
I almost dropped Turtles.
Yeah.
Ready, throw.
There we go.
Oh, shut up! Me guns!
Alright, easy enough. Alright, now we can move on. So, depending on where... trying to find like a safe place to drop, but we'll have to go over to the right more. Yeah, because down there it's pretty very shallow.
Okay, bring it on.
So we can just skip this dude. Alright, so since we're pretty much just going to run all the way over, I think I could just skip this point too, because this is going to be pretty boring. So I'll just skip over to Fonso. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, we finally made it over here. Yeah, we'll just run through the town like normal. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, look what I found.
Alright, here we are. Skip this, get into a fight, fight the local
This will be a walk
townsfolk,
in the
you know, the
park.
usual.
Watch out!
Double spinning edge. Anchor shot.
Alright, attacking is normal. Of course, we get
Hit
one
it
down.
now.
Flame.
Why not?
Get some attacks from Praxis.
And me. Break 'em.
What a deep connection we have.
And Florin.
Now it's my turn.
Throw.
Here we go. Alright, now I just gotta head up to the theater. Alright, so now that we are here, we have the third traveling bard. This one is also useful because he sells us something that is very helpful. We can get a legendary quartz crystal, but as you can see, it is mad expensive. So, not exactly worth it because it's much easier to farm the named enemies, especially the later level ones. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the bards for now. We will meet a few other ones later on, but it is nice that they give us an option to get the legendary crystals that way, even though it is kind of expensive. So, yeah, it's just much easier to farm them with certain enemies. So, we won't have to worry about that for now. Yeah, so we saw the play, moved Pirate of Tears, yada yada and so forth. Because it's pretty much her story, so. Alright, so now that we're done with this, I believe we just head over to the port. Let's just double check here. Oh, to the end, okay. Travel here and then just go over from here.
Off we go.
Yeah, because she
What
just
will we find?
leaves our party. I'll figure out the blade setup after this. Rest here? Yes. Yeah, so Midoff does this whole thing with all of that. Now we have to head to the Alethro. Wow. Alethro. Just having a difficulty saying that one. So now we have to head over to the Alethro ruins, and as you notice, at this point, Pyra leaves, but since we're in New Game Plus, she just hangs around. So we'll just head up to the top of the stairs, as normally, and then head up the way.
Hey, look what I found!
Onwards.
Yeah, so a bit of running here. We'll skip the cutscenes. Yeah, because at a certain point it'll just be like automatic cutscenes. Yeah, we'll get a couple of fights and then we can move on to the next chapter. Would be cool if there was an option to automatically skip these, but quality of life, I guess. Yeah, so the formation is the same.
It's never any fun when we're in it together, Malos. Just watch this.
I don't know.
Quietly.
I just like
Attacks in. Arcos. Then I'll switch out to Praxis and Florence. We can get some other attacks in here. Okay, now Florence, we can heal. We'll let Nia do Steam Bomb. Okay, and let's do this with Florence.
Sonny, what you doing?
Yeah, because it just moves on to the next part. Yeah, now we have Mithra. So, another times where the battle is scripted, pretty much because we get them in the party. Could change it beforehand, but I felt like it would just be easier to have Pyra out about. Arcos is done, now we just focus up on Malos. So we'll get a couple of photons in. We could go for Topple. At least try to, but it missed.
No effect.
Okay, another attack. Go for another photon.
Why not?
Do it.
Double
And some
spinning
attacks.
head.
No, we can get them all
Spinning
set
head.
here.
Into this
Hey,
mother.
this is just
Go for a photon. Move around a little bit.
I guess I really am the best. Go
Another
for it.
photon.
Ray of punishment.
I'm gonna go for
We'll do it
this.
together.
It'll just give us some extra experience. So we
We're
don't
up,
really need to do
Gramps.
anything crazy because we didn't get
Ray
any of
of
the orbs.
punishment.
Get him, Nia.
All right, so let's send
Good
out Wolfric.
I'll try.
Ready or go Morty.
Magnificent.
And Poppy Alpha to finish it up.
Tora right on time.
Poppy spinning slash.
I'm
See,
stronger
Gramps,
than
it's
this
getting
now.
better.
Much stronger.
All right, and that takes care of chapter 3. So not too bad, pretty quick. So we'll get the save in, then move on to chapter 4. Yeah, because now we have to move on to the next area. Yeah, we just head over to the port. So we can travel over to Morardain. As we're waiting for the loading. Yeah, it's just going through like several cutscenes right now. Okay, Vandam's Last Wish. Yeah, so this was just a tutorial for the mercenary missions, I believe. So we will talk to you and Garfont. So we'll just head back. And we could come back later too, because I believe
And
I
Ginger.
did not do the
not stop
level
now.
5 one. Because Rock, I believe, is still level 4. Do I even have him right now, or is he still... Oh yeah, he's not available because he's not in the party just yet. Yeah, I got him up to level 4, so we could definitely do this again later on. It's not really a priority. So we'll at least unlock the mercenary missions here for now. And the nice bonus, I did explain some of it. We get access to more blades that can do the mercenary missions. We can now send the story-related ones like Pyra, Mithra, Brigid, Drellmark on their own, which is pretty cool because they also have their own dialogue and whatnot that comes along with it. But as you can see, there isn't much else we need to do because it's already up to level 5. So because all of the quests restart, were reset, we just have to do those over again, which isn't too bad. Yes, as you can see right here, we could send Pyra out now. So
And we're off.
let's send her on her way. Let's see if we see anybody else that has like any of these. Hopefully they... Okay, so there's 2.
I'll finish the job properly.
No problem.
Yeah, this will make it shorter.
Reporting.
Production, transport. Okay.
I'll apply myself fully. I shall call you the Inflammables. Leave it to us.
Just
yeah, so
remember
I'll
to
just
have
do this
fun.
one pretty quickly because it was just like an automatic one. Yeah, so I'll just wait for them to get back. Oh, I think I... Did I do that heart-to-heart? I think I did. That one was way back. I think I did do that one, so that one I could just skip. Yeah, so as we're waiting, we'll just take a look at some of this. We already got it. This one gives us the Cassandra crystal. We just have to salvage and get the monster to show up, but we already have Cassandra. She is equipped to... Yeah, to Nia, so she's like right here. So I already got her, so we don't have to worry about that. Double check and see if we got everything. So we got all the deeds from them.
We're back.
Okay, there
I
we go.
hope things went well.
Okay, so we'll just go over here for the story bit. We'll talk to them.
I hope this meets your approval.
You better report in then.
Oh, we got a nice one.
There is still much to learn.
Increase critical damage by 40%, which is pretty good. Okay, so level 2.
My strength grows
Nice.
by the day.
Another level 2.
Aim higher!
Okay, level 2.
I've still room to...
And level 2.
From strength to...
And level 2. Everybody's getting level 2.
I feel I can get stronger.
Alright, so we will do those quests down the road. They're already going to be fully done, but we're not going to worry about them until we get Rock in the party. So we can just wrap up this one. Yeah, yada yada yada. Talking about the missions once again, and then more blades that we have access to, the better quests that we can get through that. It'll be easier to get set up.
I reckon.
Alright, so next up we head over to Fonsa Maima so we can do the port. So let's re-equip Pyra.
I'm glad to be of service.
I've waited for this.
Let's take Perdido,
Ready.
because we haven't used him yet. So let's switch over to him. Let's do a blade switch. Okay. And let's fast travel to the top of the stairs, because that's as far as we had gotten in Fonsa. We'll just head over to the port.
And we're you.
This way.
Do not stop now.
Goofy way of running. Let me... Wrong one. Don't need Wolfric right now, so we can switch back. Let's get Nim,
been sharpening my
and
fangs for
let's
this day to come.
let's take Sheba. She's always
Hankering
fun.
for our banquets?
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
And available.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Yeah, so now we head over to Goldmouth. So now we have to deal with all of the, getting the crystal back, because it was rock. Can I... Oh, I can skip those. Okay. Those were considered cutscenes. Skip that as well, because that's when rock gets stolen. Or at least, no, it gets stolen when we're topside.